Hey there, guys. So it's about 5:30 here. I've just been hanging out after work. We had missionaries come over, and it's just been me, pretty much waiting for Leanne and Zekrom to get home from daycare. And well, one, it's freezing in our apartment, and we have a funny little heater thing, as you can see up there, that doesn't really. It works sometimes, then it doesn't work other times. So we have a good time trying to set that, and it's we have an old building in the first place. So the apartment that we live in is, I don't know. The landlord likes to talk like it's made in the 1800s. I don't know if it's that old, but it's pretty old, and basically all that's been happening to it is that it just has different maintenance and different things added on, and so the heat in the apartment. Like I said, it works on and off. I don't mind because I like it colder, but then you can just snuggle up in some blankets. But anyway, you can see the books behind me. That's where we store a lot of our books, our reading material that we're going through. We have an ancient history book here with illustrations that I got for Nikolai, and a Pokemon X and Y handbook. And beside me here, I have this. We talked about the Rush Limbaugh book, which I tried to look for. I don't know what Nikolai did with it. But we also have this Vote for Me book that I just got at the library, which is pretty hilarious. Just because it makes fun of both the political parties, and it makes for good reading material. And speaking of reading material, I thought I could tell you guys about our newest little venture that we're looking into doing, and that's buying the local bookstore here in town. And so Fireside Books, it's been around for 30 years. It started off as a little franchise or vendor, really, of little professors, and it continued, to be successful, and then branched out to be its own brand, its own company named Fireside Books and Gifts, and they obviously sell books and gifts, and magazines and decorations and puzzles and all that other kind of stuff. And so after 30 years, the owners are retiring, and what's just funny is that I've been looking into other ventures around West Bend because I want to see the community grow and prosper. And at one point, we even looked at the old theater downtown, hoping that was something that was doable. But it wasn't. It took way too much work. And so when I saw that the business was for sale, and I took a look because I'd gone in there countless times, since growing up, um, and I know, and this was confirmed by the owners, that there really isn't a place like that anywhere else in the community, even outside of West Bend, unless you went down to, what's that place down in Menominee Falls? I don't know, but the point is that there isn't one like it around here, and so to see it not continue on would be sad, because there still are people like myself that don't have Nooks and don't have their iPads to do other reading. Although I like reading articles online, a lot of people still want to turn pages, and so that's what I want to. So that's what I'd like to see continue on. And I was worried about if the owners were really, were they really retiring, or were they just retiring, and they wanted to jump ship, before it sank. But no, the business is doing fairly well, and continues to see profit. In which case, if I were to get the business, the profit would be towards business loans. But it seems like an asset that needs to continue in the city, and I'd like to see it continue. So that's our newest venture, is to see if we can make it work. We need a down payment of cash to bring to a bank to say, we could put this much down if you can give us business and commercial loans for the rest. And that would be a whole adventure on its own if we started to run a bookstore. And it's pretty exciting because I like being in charge of things. But what's nice is that my concern was that I'm not crazy about books. I'm not necessarily crazy about reading either. But you don't need to be. You need to be crazy about being successful. And so that goes for anything in your life, I guess. If you feel like, well, I don't know about all the specifics, in in my life, I've learned so much just from doing things. I ran for mayor when I was 18, and that was a great. That's a whole other story for another day. But that was a great experience for me. That's kind of stuff that you don't learn in school. And so whether it's starting your own business or climbing that mountain, or maybe literally and philosophically, that's the kind of stuff that you need to do, and that's how you learn and you grow, and you make mistakes, and you fix yourself, and you keep going and trucking along. So that's our newest adventure for Leanne and I, and thanks for letting me share that with you. Yeah, if you know anybody who wants to help us out, give us business advice, or send us funds, that's great. Let me know. So that's my update for today, January 3rd, third day of logging, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Love you guys.